Hey friends, Sleepy here, and welcome to my first pickups video for 2024. Today we're going to go over all the stuff I received for Christmas, which I did have a wonderful Christmas. I hope everyone else had a great Christmas as well, but I did receive some really good stuff. I got stuff from my wife, stuff from friends, stuff from people at work. I also received cash and gift cards for Christmas, which I used to purchase some of this stuff for my collection. So it was a really good Christmas, and I had a great time with it and got some really good stuff here. Got stuff from Nintendo as well, thanks to their My Nintendo Rewards program. So I'll share all this stuff with you here. So let's get started. We'll start off with that stuff from Nintendo. So I love their My Nintendo Rewards. It's basically the program to replace the Club Nintendo, where you can earn these coins called platinum coins, and you can earn them different ways. You can earn them on their website by participating and doing surveys, answering questions. Whenever like a new game comes out, they'll create a little web page for it on the website, and you can explore it. And sometimes it'll say, you know, find the hit, like the Pikmin 4. What was the example of one? You had to go through the site and explore it, and it talked all about Pikmin 4, and you had to find these little Pikmin that were hidden throughout the pages. And when you found all of them, you were rewarded with those platinum coins. Well, you also earn platinum coins by playing their Super Mario Run game on the phone, which I play every day, and I use that to earn coins. Well, once you get enough coins, you can actually turn them in for physical rewards, and I pretty much have all the physical rewards they currently have out, and these are the ones I didn't have, and it's really cool, some of the stuff. So first up, I got a really cool Mario ornament set here, where you've got the Toad, you got Koopa, Bowser, Peach, Bowser Jr., Donkey Kong, Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, and a Goomba, and it's a little hard plastic ornament, and you have the little part up there, little string to keep it tied on the tree. So that is really neat, really cool, really like that one. And all those things cost anywhere from like 200, 300, 400, 5 to 6, like 800 platinum coins, and they're really easy to earn, and there's several different ways you can build them up, and then they're free. The only thing you have to do is pay for shipping, which is like $8. So what I recommend doing if you're going to go for these My Nintendo Rewards things is build up your coins and then buy a bunch of these with the coins at once, and then you can just pay for the shipping for it just one time, and it'll save you on shipping. That's what I do. Build it up throughout a couple months, and then I go on the site and get a bunch of the stuff there. So it's really cool. Also have this cool Detective Pikachu Returns, and it's a little beer koozie to keep your cup cool and keep your hands dry, which that's pretty neat. So that was another cool one to get. I also got the 2024 calendar, which they always release a calendar in December for the next year. And so I've been getting these for the past like 4 or 5 years. So it's really cool, and has a bunch of little Nintendo characters and stuff on it. Very neat. And the final thing I got there, which is really happy because I still need to buy this game, but it's the Super Mario Brothers Wonder. It's a keychain which has Mario with a Wonder Flower, but it also has a cool thing with the big elephant Mario. So really neat. I just love those little collectibles that you can get from My Nintendo, and they're completely free. All you have to do is by participating in their surveys, play some of their games and stuff, logging onto the Nintendo Switch, you going on their website and stuff, are different ways you can earn those platinum coins, and you can turn them in for those cool little prizes. So I love those. Let's see, we'll go next with a lady at my work. We did a Secret Santa, and she got me, and so we had to put down on a paper like the stuff we like, and I put that I like video games, I like Star Trek and Star Wars, and so she got me this really cool Star Trek metal poster. It says The Ultimate Galactic Battle One-on-One Fight for Cetus 3, Battle of Brawn, and it shows Captain Kirk versus the Gorn, which is really cool. That was a really cool episode, and this is one of those cool little metal plates. So I'm definitely looking for a place to hang this in the game room, because I love Star Trek, love the original series, and this was a really cool episode. I thought the Gorn was such an awesome alien for Kirk to fight. Just really interesting character. It's really sad that they never brought the Gorn back in any of the other series. That would have been kind of cool to see them in the more modern series, but still cool to have this though. So definitely looking forward to finding a place in the game room for this. And then she also got me a cool video game t-shirt here, which is really neat. You've got an Xbox 360 controller, there's a Wiimote, there's a Nintendo 64, PlayStation controller, there's a GameCube one there, Super Nintendo, there's a Sega Genesis, and a regular Nintendo. So really cool. Love my gaming t-shirts, so this will be definitely another good one to add to the rotation. So we got that. Go over some clothing I got from my wife, which she found some cool Star Wars stuff. First up, she got me some Star Wars boxers, which is pretty cool. And these have the old original Star Wars toys. Like, there's a Wicket toy, there's Stormtrooper, Darth Vader, the Chewbacca toy there, which is cool. I actually have this one. I remember getting that at a thrift store as a kid. Just really cool. So, got some cool Star Wars boxers to wear. And then she also got me a Star Wars t-shirt, which is pretty neat. It's got Darth Vader, Yoda, Obi-Wan. You've got C-3PO. There's Luke Skywalker, Stormtroopers, Chewbacca. There's another Stormtrooper. There's got a Boba Fett, R2-D2, Princess Leia. So really cool. And it has all of them in the Star Wars logo, so that's really awesome. So another t-shirt to add to my collection. I've been getting a lot of great gaming shirts. Like here's another one I got a couple Christmases ago, this PlayStation one. I just love gaming shirts. I wear them every day whenever I'm not at work. It's always nice to have more of them, as I'm always looking for more gaming shirts to wear. I've got quite a huge collection now, so it was awesome to receive those for Christmas. I love getting gaming stuff, shirts, things like that. So now we'll move on to a gift that I got from my good buddy Dean. You guys know him here as Vinny Corleone 62. Sent me an extra that he had for PlayStation 3, and I don't have this game yet, which I do want to get on 360 at some point, but I do have the PS3 version for now, and that is Wanted Weapons of Fate, which I did enjoy this game. I beat it on the 360 a long time ago, but I have not played it in a long time, so this is a cool gift to receive. And it is complete. So, Dean, thank you so much for that gift. Really awesome. There is a movie that was linked to this video game as well that came out before it, which is a pretty cool movie. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I really did enjoy the game. It was a really cool one. Alright. Now I'll move on to some strategy guides that I picked up. Now this first one I got on eBay because I was looking at it for my buddy Dean. I was helping him get some strategy guides for his collection, and I didn't have this one, so I actually ordered two of these, one for him and one for me, and that was Alien Resurrection, the strategy guide, which I love. I think this game is awesome. I know he loves this game. Our buddy Silverwings21 just beat this game on a stream a couple weeks ago, and ever since that, Modern Vintage Gamer, I think is his name, made a video about the exploit with Alien Resurrection for PlayStation 1, how you could play other games or import games or burn games on your PlayStation. The game just went to crazy prices, just people wanting hundreds of dollars for a copy of Alien Resurrection. So I'm so glad that I got a copy years ago when it was cheap. Hopefully in the future this game will go down in price, but you know, my buddy Dean was like, hey, if the game's going up in price, who knows what's going to happen to these strategy guides, so we better get one now. So I was really glad that I got one. It's in really good condition too. Like, I swear that the guy that had these didn't even ever use them. The only thing that's kind of annoying is it is in black and white, but it's alright. This is a really tough as nails game, and this strategy guide is a must. You know, I watched him play it, Silverwings play it, and holy hell, I forgot how difficult this game was and brutal. But this has all the secrets and everything for you to help you get through the game. I love strategy guides, and this will be a great help for that. Also got this cool Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess Collector's Edition strategy guide. Now, you guys know I love my hardbound strategy guides, so it was cool finding this. It's in really good condition. We got this, I don't know, it was like a month or so ago at Half Price Books. It is in good condition and complete. It even came with the little back thing that talks about what's in the guidebook, but it also had the cool Twilight Princess cloth little map. So that was awesome, because usually you don't find this stuff in the collectors and strategy guides when you buy them used. Usually people take them out, but it was buried inside one of the pages when I was opening up and fell out, and I said, ooh, that's cool. So really happy to add that to the collection, as I love strategy guides, and I pretty much have almost all the Legend of Zelda strategy guides now for my collection, and almost all the hardbound versions too, so really happy with that. That was cool. Alright, next up, I do have something I got from eBay, and I was just randomly searching. You know, I'm always just looking for stuff, and sometimes eBay will message me, and I got a message saying, hey, you might be interested in this item that got listed, and it was for an official Xbox magazine, because I have a search saved on there, because I'm looking for, I have like maybe like 7 or 8 more issues to get to complete my set, since they don't make the magazine anymore. And I saw this pop up, and it said, oh, this is the German Xbox magazine. And I said, oh, that's kind of cool. I don't have a German one. It'd be neat to get a little variant of it. And then I realized that it was actually the E3 collector's issue. That's super rare. This is the 3rd one that I found in the last like 5 years. And these were only ever actually given out at E3 that year at their booth when they were promoting the new official Xbox magazine. And the person thought it was just a German magazine, didn't realize that it was the E3. I knew it as soon as I saw the cover here that it was just the E3, because it talks about E3 special. But on the other side, right there, it says the special E3 collector's issue, official Xbox magazine. And what it was is they actually printed this in multiple languages, and they gave these away there, and that was the only way to get them, was if you attended E3. Now, a lot of them got destroyed over the years, you know, but some have gotten out to collectors and stuff. And so this is the 3rd one that I found thanks to eBay. So I jumped on as soon as I got it, saw that it was really cheap too. I think it was like $10 or $12, really cheap for it. And it's like new condition too. That's the one thing that really drew me to it, is it's in really good condition, like it was never read. But it's cool. It just talks about the magazine and how it's going to be launching in, let's see, multiple different markets all over the world. And so some of it's in English, and then some is in like Spanish, and some's in French and German. And it's just really cool, giving you a little preview of what the magazine was going to be like. So really happy to add another one of these to the collection, because this is such a rare magazine to find. Really excited to get that, and for a good price, and that it's so complete and minty too. Really nice. So I'm gonna get a nice little bag to keep this preserved. Love this magazine, and this is definitely a special issue for me. I love this collector's edition, so it's really cool finding it. And then also told you how they were going to start coming with DVDs, which is cool, because it would come with game previews, but also came with downloadable content and demos for you to check out. So it was a really good magazine. Absolutely love it. If you're a fan of the Xbox and 360 and stuff, highly recommend checking out the magazines, because you get to get all kinds of reviews and stuff, and it just was a really fun time. And they ran it until 2020. Once COVID hit, that kind of just what killed the magazine, and it ran a little longer in the UK than it did here in the US, and I was getting those issues as well. So I'm going to go for a complete set. So really neat having this one as well. That was awesome find. All right. I got a gift that I got from my boss at work. He got us all gifts, and he asked us, you know, what alcohol we liked, and I told him I'm a big fan of whiskey, and so he got me this cool bottle here of Old Forester's Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 100 proof, which, you know, I'm a big fan of whiskey, so really happy to have this. This is really cool. Can't wait to break open this bottle and start drinking some of it. Do love my Jack and Cokes and whiskey and Cokes and stuff, so looking forward to checking out this one, because I have not had Old Forester in a long time. So really cool having this cool big bottle here. Looking forward to getting into that. So that was a neat gift. All right. And now we'll go over some of the games that I picked up. And some of these just looked really cool from GameFly, and then some were from recommendations. So this first one here is a recommendation from JR Man 331. It's an RPG series. Really happy to add this to the collection, and it is the Legend of Naata Boundless Trails. He was telling me about this cool action RPG, and I just decided to go get the collector's edition of it. I got it for a great price from their website. It has this cool lenticular cover, and I can't remember all the stuff that comes in it, but this was released physically for Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4, and I opted to get the PlayStation 4 version because the Switch Collector's Edition was sold out, and I wanted to get the Collector's Edition because this is an action RPG, which I love, and the story looked really fun. I was checking out a bunch of videos on it, and it just looked good, so really happy to have this, and I got it for a really good price too, and it came really fast too, and they packed it well, so I can't wait to eventually get into this. And I really love these big box collector's editions, and I don't have a whole lot of collector's editions for PS4, so this is a great edition. Alright, now we'll go over some stuff I got from GameFly. Had a huge sale in December for Christmas, and I was just checking out different games and checking out gameplay and stuff. And so I picked up some of these for my collection that just looked really fun that I like to play. So this first one here is for the Series X only, so it won't work on Xbox One. And that is Ad Infinitum, or Infinum. And this just looked really cool. So this is a horror game. So you're like a World War I soldier, but then you start being haunted by visions and all kinds of weird creatures and stuff. It just looked kind of cool. So escape from your tormented mind, confront the horrors that haunt your memory. When reality is nightmare, nightmares become real. And it just looked kind of cool. It's a little puzzle game and horror stuff, and just looked awesome. So picked it up and looking forward to checking out. I will share my thoughts once I do play this in one of my upcoming weekly gaming playlist videos, so keep an eye out for that. So we got that. Next up, I got this copy here of Steel Rising, which this was created by Spiders, who created some of my favorite RPGs. God, I can't think of their games right now. I'm just drawing a blank of what their games are, but I do love Spiders. Greedfall, that's one of them. I love that game. And so this is one of the ones of theirs that I did not have, and it takes place during the French Revolution, and it's kind of a Souls-like experience. Just looked really cool, and I love Spiders games, so I definitely knew I wanted to check it out. This is another one that is exclusive for Xbox Series X, so it's not on Xbox One, so looking forward to checking out this one as well. Next up, we have Star Trek Resurgence, which this is an Xbox One and Xbox Series X game. And this is the cool one that plays just like the Telltale game. And I had shared this in one of my weekly gaming playlist videos like a month ago. And really happy to have this. I'm looking forward to going back and beating it. But this plays like the Telltale games where you go through the story and make choices and stuff. And it has the cel-shaded cartoony graphics. But it's set in a Star Trek universe, which is cool, and it takes place after Deep Space Nine and The Next Generation, and Jonathan Frakes reprises his role as Captain Riker. So, you know, William Riker from the Star Trek generation, he actually voices him, which is really cool. And then you also get to run into Captain Spock, which is cool. Now, Leonard Nimoy obviously has passed away, so he wasn't able to voice the character, but they got a guy that did a really good version of Leonard Nimoy's voice, so it's really neat, and I can't wait to check this one out. Really glad I got this. This is another one of these games with a really small print run, so I'm very happy that I got it from GameFly for a really good deal. Can't wait to finish beating this one. Next up, now this one I got is picked up as a recommendation from Pick Your Battles Collecting Chance. He talked about this game. He's like, just had an intuition, like, oh, sometimes you see a game, you just think it might be rare someday, and it looked kind of fun, so he decided to pick it up. So I got myself a copy on GameFly before this game becomes really hard to find, and that is a game called Under the Waves, which I've been having fun with this. I actually shared this in my recent weekly gaming playlist video, and I'm looking forward to beating it. But this game is really fun. This is an action adventure story narrative driven game where you play as this guy called Stanley, and he has a really traumatic past. Something bad happened to him, and he wants to just basically escape from his past, escape from the demons, and decides to work underwater because he's a deep sea diver, and he starts working for this company. And so you get to go and explore facilities underwater, but you also get to get out and explore in the ocean. There's a submarine, there's puzzle elements, there's things to collect, and then you go through a cool story and stuff. So I won't ruin any of the story for you guys because I want you to play and experience for yourself. But it's a really awesome game. I'm really glad to get this. So thank you, Chance, for recommending this. Looking great that I've played so far. Also, thanks because it came from GameFly, it came with some cool stuff like this neat little art booklet, which is rare to find in modern games these days. You don't see too many things with art books, so it's really cool. And what I love about GameFly is whenever you buy stuff from them, they always give you everything that was in the game, even if there was a code or something, because when they rent them out, they just send out the disc in a sleeve. They keep the case at their warehouse, and then when people buy them, then they give you everything. And it also had some cool little Under the Wave stickers, so really neat. It's rare to find games 9th gen that and 8th gen that have little extras like that. And it's usually the indie ones that do this. You know, the big major retailers or publishers rarely give you cool stuff like that. So really awesome. Looking forward to beating this one as well. Next up we have a game that was recommended to me by many people. My buddy Dean recommended this, Nick T. Wolf, a couple buddies that I know locally, and some other people online had recommended this game, and I was looking for a copy. I was with my wife the other day at our local game store, and we saw they had a copy there, so my wife picked it up for me, and that is Dredge, and this is the deluxe edition for Xbox One and Xbox Series X, and it came with some cool stuff. So there's some Dredge stickers, there's a Dredge poster, there's also this there's a little code for the download the digital soundtrack. That's cool. There's also this cool little art book that came with it as well. And I know there's also DLC for this as well. And just everybody told me that it was a really cool game and that I would really enjoy it and I should pick it up. So I'm really glad that we were able to find a complete copy, because this game had a small print run as well. And I'm looking forward to checking out, and I will share my thoughts on this one as well in an upcoming weekly gaming playlist video. So keep an eye out for that, and I'll share my thoughts once I actually get a chance to play it. But I'm looking forward to it because I heard really good things from many people. So really happy to have this in the collection as well now. And the last thing I got from GameFly is a game that I have not heard of, but it just looked really cool. Now this is actually the sequel. I need to get the first one now. I gotta try to track that down, but this was priced really well, and that is another Xbox Series X exclusive game, and it's called Everspace II, and this is the Stellar Edition, which I think this is the only version they released. Comes in this really cool big box, but it's a game where you play, it's a big like space shooter, but it's also an RPG, so you fight different ships, and you buy ships, and you earn parts and go mining and stuff. And that's what also the first one is, a space game, which I love space games and shooters and stuff. Just looks really cool. So it says explore, scavenge, and fight. Step into the pilot seat in this fast-paced single-player space shooter where vicious encounters and brutal challenges stand between you and the next epic loot drop. Embark on an exciting sci-fi adventure where each massive handcrafted area is packed with secrets, puzzles, and perils. Level up, craft, and collect better gear to survive on the edge of space. Explore star systems filled with alien life forms and ancient secrets. Level up to unlock new perks and use devastating ultimate attacks against enemies. Fly and fight in 9 different ship classes throughout massive handcrafted locations. And the Stellar Edition comes with a steel book, which I love steel books. Comes with a 64-page mini art book, and also comes with the digital download of the soundtrack, and then a cool little collectible box. So there's that box there, and then there's also this cool collector case. It's a little hard one, and it opens up, and inside you have all your stuff. So let's get that. So there's the cool little box that everything comes in. And there's the neat little art book, which I love these little art books. So, and I've got 3 games for Christmas that came with art books, which is awesome. I love seeing the concept art, all the different characters in this. Really looking forward to playing this, but I do want to play the first one first before I jump into the second one. But I'm really glad I got it, because this is another one that got a really small print run, so really glad that I got a copy. And then you have the cool steel book here, which I love the steel book. And then came with the code. There was no manual, unfortunately. This is your manual, the little paper in there. But it's got a cool artwork where inside the inlay for the steelbook. Really awesome. So can't wait to eventually get to this one, but if I've got to get Everspace 1 now, play through that one, then I'll play through this one, and I will definitely share my thoughts on this with you guys in an upcoming weekly gaming playlist video, so just pay attention to that. But really happy to have Everspace 2 Stellar Edition in my collection. That looked really awesome. And the final Xbox game I got, I actually picked this up from Best Buy's website, as they had it priced the best with free shipping. I was going to get it at GameStop, but they wanted $10 in shipping now. It's absolutely ridiculous. This is only a $35 game. Got a really small print run. Now, this is from my buddy, what is it? Let's Collect Video Games. He's from Europe, been a big supporter of my channel and has recommended a lot of titles over the year. In Europe, they got a collector's edition, which I was looking to pre-order, but unfortunately, or not pre-order, but to buy, but it was completely sold out. So I did get an American copy, and I'm glad that I was able to find a copy, because GameStop and Best Buy are kind of the only ones that really have copies left, and Best Buy had the best deal with free shipping since they're getting rid of their games soon. So I was really happy to get this, and it's brand new and sealed for the Xbox Series X, and it's called the Invincible, and this takes place on Mars, and it's a story game and has some weird horror kind of stuff to it, and he said I might just enjoy it. He was explaining it to me. Just looked really cool, so I'm looking forward to eventually playing this, and this is another one that I will share with you guys in one of my upcoming weekly gaming playlist videos, so pay attention to those. I got a lot of great games here for the Xbox to share with you guys this year, and I'm looking forward to playing this, and really glad I got this, because this is another one of those small print runs. So this is one of those games, and this year, if you guys see any game out there that's coming out this year and you want to get it, I would recommend pre-ordering it and picking it up sooner rather than later. As we get further into 2024 and getting into the next year and the year after, you know, Microsoft and the gaming industry is really heading towards digital only. So these physical copies are going to get smaller and smaller and harder to find. So if you don't get them when they come out, you might not ever get them, or you might have to go on eBay and spend hundreds of dollars, like that Stray game that I got for the Xbox One for 30 bucks. People want $100 and $200 on eBay now because it's so rare and it's completely sold out already. I did see GameStop recently got a restock on it, but Target is still sold out, and I don't think they'll ever get any more copies. So if there are games coming out this year that you guys want, I recommend pre-ordering them and picking them up day one if you can, because you might not get them in the future. So if you want to get your physical games, you got to make sure you pick them up, because they're getting harder to find. So fairly happy with those. And we'll end with some stuff I got from a buddy at work, one of our employees, Ben, really cool dude. He gave me some of his old Nintendo games that he had, and then when he was at his parents' during Christmas, he found a tub of gaming stuff that he thought I might enjoy, and it is some Sega stuff. There's a couple Nintendo things in here, so he found a regular Nintendo controller, which is cool because I can always use more controllers, so we got that. 2 Nintendo 64 Rumble packs, which is awesome. Love these. There was a Game Boy game in there, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Fall of the Foot Clan, in the little case. I love this game. I do need to get, I think it's the 3rd Ninja Turtles game for Game Boy. I lost my copy, so I need to get that so I can have them all. Love these on the on the Game Boy. Very good game. And then I got some Sega Genesis game. I got some loose ones, and then I got some in the box. So first up, we got the loose cards here. We got PGA Tour Golf, which that was a fun golf one. Side Pocket. Now, I do have most of these, but it's always cool to have backups, and then some might be condition upgrades as well. I got WWF Royal Rumble, which I absolutely love this game. Really awesome wrestling game. Got some classic wrestlers like Hulk Hogan and Macho Man Randy Savage. And you've got Razor Ramon and Undertaker, Mr. Perfect. This is such an awesome game. Love this wrestling game. Played this like crazy. There was also a Sega 32X game in there, NBA Jam TE, which I do have a 32X. He unfortunately did not know whatever happened to the 32X, but he did have one of the games, so that was cool to get. Classic here, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which I have a ton of copies of this. And then this one I was really excited to get because I did not have it, and we were talking about it, and I was looking to see how much it would cost to buy a copy, and holy hell, this game is expensive now. Now, it is cart only, so I will have to print up a cover for it, but it is the Wings of War, which is a really cool side-scrolling shoot-'em-up game. Really awesome. Really glad it's in good condition. I wish it had the case and manual, but just awesome to have this game because I do not have it, and I've wanted to get it over the years. It's just crazy how expensive it is now because of COVID, but glad to have that, so that was neat. And now we'll go over some of the boxed ones here. First up, we have NHL 94 in the case in great condition, complete with the manual and all the little extra books and stuff, which this was a fun game on the Sega Genesis. Had some great features on there. Next up, we have X-Men, and this comes with a special edition poster inside, which is the first time I ever saw the poster actually included in it. And I told that to him. I was really excited because I've seen this game so many times over the years. I've picked it up a couple different times, complete, loose, and anytime I've ever found it complete at any game store, wherever it is, it's always missing the poster. So it was really awesome to get the poster. This is an awesome game, but very difficult. Really awesome one. So glad to finally have the poster for that. That was so great. Let's see. Next up we have NHL 96. This case is a little, it's a little broken and beat up, but it is complete. So we got that. Let's see. Next up we've got Hard Driving for Sega Genesis, a Tengen title, which I remember was a fun little racing game, but it was interesting with the 3D racing on there. Kind of pushed the Genesis. Really cool one. Next up, Home Alone, which I remember this game was really difficult. I loved this movie as a kid, but the games were really brutal on the different consoles. Brings back so many memories of this. This one was missing the manual, but it's got the cart. That was neat. Next up we have Beauty and the Beast, Roar of the Beast, which I had this loose, but this one is complete with the manual. It's a Sunsoft title, which Sunsoft made some really great games, and they did a really good job of this, and this was fun playing this as a kid. I haven't played it in years. I'll have to pop it in. It's been a long time, so that was cool. Next up, we have Castle of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse, a really cool Mickey Mouse game. This one was missing the manual, but it's got the card in there, so that was cool to get. Next up, we have a copy of the first Sonic the Hedgehog, which I have a ton of these. This is a classic one. I absolutely love this game. It's missing the manual, but I've got plenty of extras, and it's got the card in there. So that was neat. And then the last game was a copy of Sonic the Hedgehog 3 in really good condition as well. Love Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And it is complete with its manual. And there were a few different versions of Sonic the Hedgehog 3 released because it was so popular, and a lot of copies released. So that was cool to get. He also had the Sega Genesis console that he gave me, which had his original one that him and his brother received in 1989. And this is the big first model version, the high definition graphics one. Well, it's really dusty, but I did clean it up a bit. I plugged it in, tested it. It works great. Has all the serial ports and stuff in the back. And this is by far the best version of the Sega Genesis to get as far as sound quality goes. So really happy to have a backup now for this one. So that's great. Really awesome. He did not have the power adapter. I had some random power brick in there that I don't really need because I have plenty of my own extras. So this one I'll just probably throw away. But he did have the original controllers. So the old 3-button with the red buttons were the original ones from the original launch. So that was cool. Now, one of these works great. The other one doesn't work so well. He said him and his brother used to get upset in games and beat up the controller. So I'm going to take it apart and try to clean it and see if I can fix it. If not, I will just save it for parts or something and maybe take one of my other ones that work and then put the buttons in that. But it is the old classic red button 3-button controller for Sega Genesis. Really awesome. He said he had like another 50 or 60 games that he's sure are somewhere there, and he's going to track them down in the future and then give those to me as well. So that was a really awesome Christmas gift, and it all came in this big little tub here. So Ben, thank you so much for the Christmas gifts. Everybody who gave me Christmas stuff, it was awesome. Received a lot of wonderful stuff. Picked up some great games that I can't wait to share with you guys in my upcoming weekly gaming playlist series. Got some good clothing too. So I just had a really good Christmas and got some great games. So let me know what you guys received for Christmas. Let me know what you guys thought of the stuff that I received. I want to thank you guys for watching. Take care. You guys have an amazing day, and Sleepy will see you next time.